in a little early, said Steve Javy. Horace Grant says, surely you just. Don't say that to a man whose eye is cut.
Well, he's got a couple of hitches in his shot, too, so that throws you off as a rebounder. You're anticipating his release.
P.J. Brown gives to Wesley. Back to P.J. with a jumper at the top. Campbell scrambling for the miss. He beats Kobe to the ball. Wesley now will step in for a 2 and hit it. David Wesley. You want to see David get into one of those zones. 56-50, Lakers.
And, you know, he was upset, too, because Bryant went flying at him. He was going to shoot a 3 that time. Our contestant would have liked to have seen that.
Oh, Edward Clugston was right up off the couch on that one.
And David was very upset he had to step in and take a 2.
So he wants a piece of those groceries. You got a whistle and a foul underneath, and it's going to be on P.J. Brown. And Brown picking up his first. Second team foul on the Hornets. No shots coming. And Rick Fox gets set to put it in bounds. Hornets take on Milwaukee tomorrow night. You'll see that on many of these same stations beginning at 8:30. And then they have a good 4-day stretch off before playing Golden State on the 22nd here at home. Nice feed to Grant from Bryant, and that's good for 2. Grant's first bucket of the night. It's an 8-point Laker lead.
Remember when we showed the Dodge play of the game? Double teaming off of Horace Grant. Well, that time he just dove right to the basket. He used to make those plays with Chicago and Orlando early in his career.
Foul's coming up on Rick Fox. That's his third. Second team foul on the Lakers. As he tried to bump the cutter coming through. Phil Jackson looking on. Likes the recovery his team has made. They got beat pretty bad in Philly, 112-97. Here's Mashburn spinning away from Fox. It's up the hook that O'Neal blocks out of bounds, so it's going to be Hornets ball.
Well, actually, that works to Charlotte's favor, Steve. He got a hand on it and it went out, so they retained possession that time. Fox wasn't able to track down that block.
Mashburn to Wesley. 9 on the shot clock now. Bryant waiting to steal. Nash out front, fires, off. And the rebound is saved by O'Neal, or rather Bryant to O'Neal. Kobe ahead for J.R. Ryder. Ryder off, no good. Rebound put up and off. Rebound captured here by Bryant. Bryant went over some backs last time. In underneath. Here's Grant, reverse, and a foul coming up against the Hornets.
You talk about an MVP candidate doing the little things out on the floor. He got 2 of those offensive rebounds, kept it alive for his teammate. Steve, the thing right now with Charlotte is nothing in the half court is working for them. They haven't gotten any run-out baskets in this quarter, and just in the half court, they're just out of sync right now.
And Campbell has picked up his 4th foul. Horace Grant misses the free throw. Magloire comes in, and Campbell doesn't get a chance to get out of the blocks here in the second half. He gets to go to the bench with his 4th personal. Magloire's coming in with 3. Ran on for 1 more. Missed them both. Charlotte still trailing here by 8. We look to Baron Davis to try to get the ball in the hands of people who can score. Mashburn swings it back to Brown. 10 on the shot clock. Now down to 5 as Brown sets on O'Neal. Fades, fires, and hits. P.J. Brown with 5. Hornets cut it to a 6-point game.
Boy, tough shot with Shaq in his face. And Steve, you talked about Baron Davis. He had 5 assists in the first quarter and not had one since that time.
Ryder in the front court. Here's Ryder with the 3 over Wesley, right off the front of the iron, into the hands of P.J. Brown. Here comes Barron, ahead to Mashburn. Mashburn plows through and misses.
Well, there's the open court, but unable to convert.
Horace Grant trying to catch up with a pass of Fox and did not in time, went out of bounds. So Grant with the miscue. The Hornets trail by 6 and a chance to cut into the margin here a little bit. Magloire at the top. Off the screen, Wesley for 2. Rebound O'Neal, sending out Bryant. 3 Hornet players in tow, and a foul coming up on David Wesley.
Right, that's, you know, when you've got the big fella back there, especially with the Charlotte centers out of the ball game, Bryant feels he's got the ability to release Those two look like a little more on the same page tonight, Steve. They've been congratulating each other, slapping each other with nice plays, giving each other assists out there. Seems to be a little bit more teamwork going on than what we've heard about.
Well, I think these two guys realize they're in the stretch run of the season. They're in a dogfight in the West. They're 5th place. They're the defending champions, and they're 15 over 500. That's how tough it is.
Well, and I may be missing something here, but you play in L.A., you got Jack Nicholson coming to your games. You're both maxed out on contracts. You got $1 bazillion you're making off the court, and you're winning championships, and you're fighting with each other.
Something doesn't work.
You know, who brings peace to this situation?
Yeah. Think of the Oakland A's, I guess. Here's Baron Davis. 59-52. Davis's shot blocked by Ryder. Feet ahead to Fox. It's L.A. in the open floor running out now, and Mashburn forced to pick up his 3rd. David Wesley's already got 3. Magloire with 3. Campbell with 4.
Right, it's another fadeaway too down at the other end. The referees are not rewarding, and it looked like there might have been a little contact on that play, that jump shot Ryder. But if you're going away from the basket, they're not going to blow the whistle against the world champs.
Exactly. Fox on the free throw line. He's got 9. Robert Horry comes in. We got a timeout on the court. 7:18 left to go. It's going to be a 20-second timeout taken here by the Hornets. Paul Silas wants to remind the Hornets of the things that are essential here in the second half to try to recapture the momentum.
Right, I think that involves, you know, it's a catch-22 though, Steve. He wants to get out and run, but in order to do that, you've got to get stops and rebounds, and when you're smaller, that's tougher to do.
He's animated, yet he's smiling at the end of his speech to his team. And it's a special day for that young man, James McCullough. We call him Little Mac. He's been with the team since the 1995 season, and he's celebrating a birthday today. And when asked how old he was, Little Mac replied 30-something, which is like all of us in our crew.
I was going to say, you know, Mac might have been he might have been an equipment guy with Bill Russell back in the 60s. I mean, we don't know how old Mac is.
You see Mac a lot around the training center taking care of the team's needs, and on game night, Little Mac's duties are handling the visiting bench.
And you want to talk about somebody who's in with all the players. I mean, Michael Jordan was his friend.
Yep.
O'Neal, he takes care of the visiting team, and those guys love him.
If they need something, it's Little Mac's purview.
Yeah, and he comes away with autographed sneakers. I'd like to see his collection of sports paraphernalia sometime.
Fox makes it a 9-point lead with his 10th point of the game. 61-52. Here's Magloire in the post. Magloire stops the hook. A little quick.
The Lakers won't even come on Magloire. They'll just let O'Neal play him man up and stay at home with the perimeter people.
Mashburn knocked the ball out of bounds. It's amazing to watch Kobe Bryant work the floor. Now here's the field goal story this quarter. 2 for 12 kind of says it all. Fox, three-pointer on the feed from Shaq. 13 points. That's the 3rd three-pointer by Rick Fox. 64-52. It's a 12-point Laker lead. Here comes Baron Davis down the lane, whips it to the corner, stolen by Fox. Lead pass to Ryder, looking for Bryant. Ryder, a starter tonight in place of Ron Harper.
Yeah, Baron just got up in the air with no alternatives that time. Nice defensive stand by the Lakers.
Here's O'Neal, backs down on Magloire and fires. Baron Davis boards the miss.
You hope that O'Neal just gets into the mode of settling for shots.
Baron Davis goes to the rack and tried to climb right up the back of O'Neal. We've got a whistle and a foul coming up, though. It's on Isaiah Ryder.
And that's the energy that that coaching staff needs. One of the few opportunities where there's been a break opportunity, and Baron Davis just put his head down and got himself to the free throw line.
Jerry Valancourt has more on the two guys we said were the X factors tonight.
You know, guys, we get a little concerned every time we pick X factors. Tonight, Ryder and Fox, between them, 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Hey, V, you know, you're going to have pretty soon. You're going to have people paying you to put them on your X factor list.
Well,
the word's going to get around.
We're going to refuse to put it in the opposing team's locker room.
It's always a pleasure working with you two fine lads.
going to be able to start taking kickbacks here. We're going to see Jerry huddled up with opposing players.
Am I your X Factor guy tonight? Tell me I am. 64-53. Lakers by 11. Mark Madsen off on the wing, throws to Bryant. He'll lift the three without a dribble. Mashburn avoids the miss. Davis will run out. He's got a man over. That is Eddie Robinson, blocked by the equipment. And the crowd deflates. Brown boards this one. Hornets run out again, 3-on-3. Baron Davis tees up the three ball and hits it. That's his second of the night. 17 for Baron Davis, and the Hornets cut it to 8.
Yeah, he's got to keep that body language up. So it's only 8-point game right now. Still a lot of ball game left, and that time Baron just found the three-point line Mashburn created.
Bryant 0 for 3 this quarter. He's got the ball. Eddie Robinson on him. No help coming. Baron shading like he's going. Now he does. And he's 0 for 4.
You got an opportunity with Shaquille O'Neal out of the ball game to carve into this lead.
Here is Baron with a jump shot. Rebound is kept alive by Magloire and lost out of bounds. It's going to be a foul on the Hornets. Loose ball foul. It's on Magloire. And that's the 4th on Jamal Magloire. Tim James getting set to check into the Charlotte lineup.
Yeah, Jamal should feel a little more comfortable playing against another rookie out there, and Madsen just was a little over anxious to get to the rim that time.
And the Hornets now are over the limit. 5 team fouls. That gives the Lakers the penalty here. So 2 shots coming up for Mark Madsen. 6'9" post player from Stanford. Double figures twice this season. Had 4 points, 5 rebounds when these 2 teams met in Los Angeles.
One of 10 children. I wonder what the others are nicknamed. You weren't listening to me, were you?
Somebody was talking at me. Say what again?
Try the deal. I'll be here through Sunday. Is this thing on?
That's it. Just a second. I went as far as 10 children in the family, and then I lost you.
I think everybody else did too. Don't worry about it.
Evan George picks up the foul. That's going to be his 3rd. That's the 4th team foul on the Lakers. And here comes David Wesley. Now, Edward Clugston is hoping that David here in the next 4.5 minutes or so can hit a three-pointer, and if he does, Ed will be a very happy man. With $5,100 of groceries that you don't have to pay for, I would be too. Wesley, catch and shoot for 2. Magloire tips. Loose ball foul. Magloire resting on the back of Mark Madsen. And Mike, you may get a chance to retell this, Joe.
You know, he was one of 10 children.
No, really.
Oh, boy. It really still is a game here.
Magloire now has picked up his 5th. So Magloire takes a seat. And Jamal Mashburn comes back on. And this is a small Hornets lineup now with Robinson at 6'9", the tallest of the bunch. And Madsen, one of 10 children. This is the foul.
It's a guy who Shaquille O'Neal has taken a little bit of a shine to. Likes the way he plays, his attitude.
Robert Horry goes out after several nondescript minutes, and O'Neal is back on the floor.
It's really been strange what's happened to his career, Steve. I mean, the guy was a pretty big part of Houston's back-to-back championships in the middle 90s, and his game just really kind of fell out of sight.
Involved in a trade that never came through with the Detroit Pistons.
And, you know, this franchise has been looking for a power forward, and he's just never really been able to step up and fill that.
Mashburn has it. George bouncing against him. Mashburn baseline and a blocking foul on George. It's going to be his 4th. So Phil Jackson still concerned with what Jamal Mashburn can bring the Hornets, and they're only, as you say, 10 points back here, Mike. And Mashburn going to the line. You got the penalty going in your favor. Chance to score when the clock's not rolling.
And maybe again, you get the sense of hoping that some complacency sets in on the part of the Lakers, especially for Shaquille O'Neal, with a rookie guarding him out there. That maybe he'll start to settle for some things.
Well, Jamal Mashburn got off to a hot start, but hasn't scored a field goal since there were 4:41 mark in the first quarter. 13 points now for Mash. It's an 8-point lead. The Hornets with pressure and the steal. Tim James inside, left it short. E-Rob will board it, dribble, fire, and hit. And that brings the crowd out of their stupor as Phil Jackson wants a timeout. 4:21 left to go here in the third. The Hornets see some life here on pressure. James with a miss. Eddie Robinson picks it up and puts it in for Charlotte.
We have the hits to make you laugh.
Punch me in the face.
Scream. And cry.
Can you let me love you?
All this month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View. First, Jim Carrey has a split personality.
You're only hurting yourself!
In Me, Myself, and Irene. Then, things get a little out of control. On Road Trip.
A king in a very twisted kingdom.
Jennifer Lopez knows what scares you. In The Cell. Someone is watching Elizabeth shoot. Kevin Bacon is Hollow Man. Wesley Snipes is a master.
Party's over.
Of the Art of War.
If you wanted to seduce me, all you had to do was ask.
Richard Gere and Winona Ryder fall in love.
You are
Young.
and I am
Old.
During one autumn in New York. Look out! Here come the hits. Yes! All this month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View. Only on DirecTV.
Here's your regular internet homepage, and here's i1.com. It's free. You use it like Yahoo or other search engines to check news, stocks, weather. Only i1.com gives away $10,000 every day, $1 million a month, and $10 million on tax day. Which one would you choose?
So there's one guaranteed winner every day.
I'd definitely choose this one.
Would you consider telling your friends about this?
No.
i1.com. Why wouldn't you?
Hornets have cut it to 6, 66-60, 4:21 left to go here in the third. Our third qualifier in the Blizzard of Cash contest, Linda Farraher of Rock Hill, South Carolina, has 10 minutes to call us at 1-866-466-HUGO. That's 1-866-466-4846. She calls in 10 minutes. She gets $1,000. That's how we play our Blizzard of Cash. One more opportunity to play tonight and 4 more tomorrow night in Milwaukee.
Charlotte with that small lineup paying dividends, getting LA out of sync.
Putting some pressure on. Brian Shaw feeds inside. Look at Tim James trying to handle Shaquille O'Neal. Bryant to George. 5 on the shot clock. Here's O'Neal on James. Missed it. Good defense, Tim James.
Well, you know, and the referees also give him a little latitude playing against the big fella inside.
David Wesley for 3. No. Ooh,
boy, that was right on line.
That did too. Maybe you'll get another shot at him. Back to the top. Davis to the corner. E-Rob for 2. Yes! It's a 4-point game.
They just opened it wide open. Nobody inside, really. 5 perimeter players penetrating and dishing.
Kobe Bryant brings it up the floor. He's 0 for 4 this quarter. Here's Rick Fox. He's been the hero of the quarter. He launches his 3 off the glass. The Hornets have a chance to cut it to 2. Davis into front court. Cross-court pass. Mashburn for 3. 1-point game.
Baron Davis is fired up. This team needed a spark, Steve, and they have been playing great ball.
Ball lost out of bounds. Hornets get it back. Hornets on a 13-2 run over the last 3 and change, and they are back in this game.
And Lakers just showing no poise against this pressure whatsoever.
So Paul Silas goes small, and it works. Putting Tim James on Shaquille O'Neal at the defensive end, but getting plenty of energy in the offensive end. The fast break points very much in the Hornets' favor. Davis to E-Rob. No, bad pass. Mashburn went one way. Fox stepped in front of it.
Right, it's a group, again, that hasn't played much together, so you're going to have some miscommunications. Also, you don't have a lot of screeners out there on the floor, so it's going to be tough for those guys to run pick and roll.
O'Neal inside, and a good foul on Tim James. And that's going to be 2 for James. Of course, he's pressed into service here because Eldon Campbell has 4, Jamal Magloire has 5, and Derek Coleman's not available for the remainder of the evening. Out of this ball game with a strained calf muscle. Jerry Valancourt with more.
Yeah, you look at Tim James on the matchup with Shaq. In the huddle, he was instructed, if Shaq gets the clean look, just whack him. And the reason the Hornets are advancing the pressure is because Shaquille O'Neal would be easier to locate and defend, and the Lakers won't have any of that play action and player movement out of the half court. Back to you guys.
O'Neal with 21 points here.
You know, I'm Tim James. I'm saying, all right, I'm going to whack him, but who's got my back when he comes after me?
Yeah. O'Neal misses the second. Mashburn avoids the miss. It's a 2-point Laker lead. 2:40 left to go here in the third at Charlotte. Things have tightened up considerably as the Hornets have roared back. Wesley guarded by Shaw. Screen coming from Mashburn. Wesley plays over. 5 on the shot clock for Mashburn to tie it up. Rebound taken by Tim James. Back out to the top to Wesley, and the crowd voices its approval.
Shaquille O'Neal just fell asleep on that play, and Tim James a lot of hustle getting to the rim.
Here's Mashburn again. O'Neal to help. Wesley to the foul line. Drops it down. Wanted Tim James. Devin George stepped in front of it. Up in the front court. Here's Fox. Kobe Bryant looking for O'Neal. James fronting him, and the ball thrown out of bounds.
Kobe Bryant trying to buy a deflection on that play, but I tell you what, Tim James making a heroic effort inside against O'Neal.
There's the turns. Here comes E-Rob for the tie. No. Rebound taken down by Devin George. James skied high to try to get it. Kobe Bryant on the wing. Ryan Shaw back to Bryant. Fox checks out inside, now gets it. He'll drive to the rack and lose the handle. Saved it inbounds to Jamal Mashburn, who threw it away. Here's O'Neal underneath.
Well, that's all right. I mean, it's, you know, you don't want to have the turnover in that situation, but this is the type of game that Charlotte has to play right now to stay in it.
Aaron Davis with 17 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Aiming at a triple-double, his third. Wesley catch, shoot for 2. No. Rebounded there by George. As the Hornets run itself out. Bryant back in the front court. Down to O'Neal. A quick double from Mashburn. Bryant refeeds. There's the double from Robinson, and O'Neal scores again. 25 for Shaquille O'Neal. It's back to a 6-point Laker lead.
You know, I don't think the two guys together in that double team weigh as much as Shaquille O'Neal. Again, you've got to live with certain things under the situation.
And you got to go out into the next county to double team him. Here's Baron Davis. Count the basket plus the foul. The foul is on George. That'll be 5. Davis with his 19th point.
Just Devin George unable to move, and Baron Davis, you let him get to his right hand, he is going to make the play. Jamal Mashburn, a little slide and screen that time, and a little old-time Bob Cousy would have been proud of that shot.
71-67. Baron missed the free throw. Hornets misses may come back to haunt them. They've had 8 misses on the foul line tonight, and they're shooting 35% from the floor. They shot 39% over the last 7. O'Neal, Shaw, George. Now Fox. Back to George. 2 on the shot clock for 3. No. That's going to be a Hornets ball.
Nice rotation that time. They're going to have to double team, so you know you've got to rotate around the perimeter. They recovered nicely and got what they wanted.
So the Hornets now have the ball with 10 seconds left. The clock is now being set to 10.9. Charlotte has come from behind to win after trailing by 3 several times, 4 times this season. Here's Mashburn, turns, fires, misses. Tim James tips once, tips twice, and misses. And the third quarter will come to an end. The effort of Tim James, a signature of the Hornets' comeback in the third. They were down 14. Sorry, Edward Cluxton, since David Wesley didn't get that 3-pointer for you in the third, you'll get a consolation prize from Harris Teeter. Tomorrow night, the value of the 3-point payoff, $5,400. Lakers by 4 through 3 at the Hive.
Only one can be the best. To get there takes strength, speed, and endurance.
One athlete's foot medicine has it all. Lamisil AT.
Strength.
Full prescription strength to stop the itching and burning.
Speed.
These take 4 weeks of treatment. Lamisil AT cures it with just one.
Endurance.
3 months later, you're still athlete's foot free.
Game over.
The official athlete's foot treatment of the NBA, Lamisil AT. The best way to cure athlete's foot.
We look on in amazement, but they've done these things 1,000 times before. On the playground, in practice, in their mind, until every action has become almost instinctive. You see, what's superhuman to us is second nature to them. With NBA League Pass from DirecTV, you'll get up to 40 games a week from outside your area. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS now, and for just $109, you'll see the world's greatest athletes play the world's greatest game.
Who is this man?
Yes. Is it Paul Newman?
No.
Jim Carrey?
How dumb do I look?
I know, it's Wesley Snipes.
Got the wrong man.
Must be me.
Is it?
No.
Well, who could it be then?
It's not Woody Allen.
Yes!
How'd you know that?
Is it?
Of course it is. What took you so long?
I was confused.
What a shame. Hey, it happens.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive.
But didn't they call him something else?
The brain. That's what the guys used to call me, right?
You are a sick pup. You haven't lived till you've heard someone say that to you.
Yeah, well, it takes one to know one.
Catch Hollywood's hottest leading men on direct ticket pay-per-view. Jim Carrey in Me, Myself, and Irene. Donald Sutherland and Wesley Snipes in The Art of War. Woody Allen and Hugh Grant in Small Time Crooks. Kevin Bacon in Hollow Man. Richard Gere in Autumn in New York. And Paul Newman in Where the Money Is. They're the leading men this month on direct ticket pay-per-view, only on DirecTV.
Lakers by 4 as we head to the 4th. Our Bud Light game summary through 3 shows the Lakers shooting 41%, Hornets 34. Baron Davis leads the way for Charlotte. Shaquille O'Neal for the Lakers. We want to congratulate our latest Blizzard of Cash winner. Linda Farraher of Rock Hill. She's won $1,000. And we have one more opportunity to win here in the 4th. Jerry Valancourt has more on Eldon Campbell.
Well, defensively get the push up top in the timeout. A very animated one, guys. Coach Silas said, run, run, run. He said, you got to believe you can win this game at home. And Eldon Campbell will get the first look on the return trip when they go offense. Back to you guys.
Ryan Shaw feeds down inside. Here's Fox, the drop off for O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal with 27, and the Laker lead is 6.
O'Neal was the big factor in the third. Kobe Bryant only 1 point in that period. They got out and extended, got the ball out of his hands, so he was not a factor, although very close to a triple-double.
Campbell in the post. Campbell. The hook doesn't work. Drives for the rebound. Good job by Campbell, out fighting another Clemson star, Horace Grant. Here's Mashburn at the top. To Campbell. At the elbow, the shot is good. So Eldon with the field goal, his first since the second quarter, and the Hornets cut it to 4.
Earned that jump shot with his work on the offensive glass.
Pass goes right to Shaq in the post. O'Neal. Turnaround banker is good. 29 points.
You know they're going to try to work him over. O'Neal is in a rhythm right now. Plus they want to try to pick up that foul on Eldon Campbell.
Here's Mashburn, turns, fires, and hits. 18 for Mashburn, so it's a scoring war here in the 4th, 75-71. Lakers. Shaw in the front court. Steve Martin here along with Mike Jamensky and Jerry Valancourt. Charlotte Coliseum. Hornets trying to pick up their 28th win of the season and even the season series with the Lakers. Here's Fox, 3 on the shot clock. Deep 3, misses everything. Rebound comes away to Mashburn. Mashburn starts to break. Baron Davis loses it from behind, but recovers. Mashburn to the corner. He's got a big cover in Grant, but he can take him off the dribble. Under 10 to play on the shot clock, and a reach around foul on Horace Grant.
Right, I tell you, Horace Grant had a nice effort. He did not want Mashburn to receive that ball. He knew that Barron was in a little trouble and almost kept him, denied him all the way out to the sideline.
But instead picks up the foul, and Mashburn now gets set to inbound. P.J. Brown getting set to check in. Here's Mashburn, rises and hits. Mashburn's hit his last 2. He's got 20 for the night. The Hornets trail by 2.
Kind of went into a little drought in the second and third period, but nice to see Jamal Mashburn get reignited. LA really made a concerted effort to get the ball out of his hands during that stretch.
His 26th appearance of 20 or more. O'Neal in the post, turns on Campbell, fires the shot. O'Neal seeing a big basket tonight with 31.
See, and you can't do anything with that. I mean, if he makes that shot, then you shake his hand, you go down the other end of the floor.
Here's Wesley. Wesley down to the baseline. The kick out to Barron. Here's a 3-ball. No. Rebound O'Neal. Campbell gets it back. Mashburn looking inside. He's got Fox guarding him. Gets by him on the dribble. Fires and misses. Rebound taken there by Isaiah Ryder. And a steal by Baron Davis. Davis keeps the possession alive. Wesley's the trailer to Eddie Robinson for 2. 77-75.
Well, they made some nice steals and conversions in the backcourt. LA not handling the pressure well.
Here comes Fox down the other way. Oh, should have been called for the walk. O'Neal with the hook. And O'Neal scores 79-75. Jerry Valancourt has more on Shaq.
3 baskets ago when Shaquille O'Neal scored, he yelled to the Hornet bench, "Nobody guards me tonight." He said that twice. He's proving it. Back to you guys.
Here's Campbell with the shot. Doesn't make it. O'Neal blocks the offering of Mashburn. Eddie Robinson has it. Eddie baseline, carried the ball.
Well, O'Neal making a statement here, wanting the offense to run through him without Kobe out on the floor.
O'Neal with 33. The Hornets down by 4. It's timeout on the floor in Charlotte.
Prepare yourself for the ultimate showdown.
It's an alien!
Get ready to crumble!
Godzilla 2000.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket pay-per-view on Direct TV.
The world's greatest athletes playing the world's greatest game are coming to an arena near you. It's the ultimate showcase of incredible athleticism, spontaneous creativity, and uncontrollable excitement. NBA action is now playing, so join the drive for a championship when it comes to your town, live and in person. Tickets are on sale. Go to NBA.com or call 800-4NBA-TICKS.
Fulfilling their prophecy, they became champions. Now, with the bullseye squarely on their back, the Lakers must fight off all who aim to dethrone them. And with the perfect balance of power and grace, will defend their title and inch closer to their goal, a new Laker dynasty.
Lakers lead by 4, and the reason, Shaquille O'Neal with 33 already.
But he's had some help here tonight. So the penetration there, Kobe Bryant giving up the assist. Nobody there to pick up O'Neal. Rick Fox with the nice play that time. O'Neal has really been carrying them in the second, third, and fourth periods. Of course, the basket opening up. He's hitting jump shots inside, and then the presence defensively cleaning up that shot by Jamal Mashburn.
Look at the numbers tonight: 9 rebounds, 4 blocks, 33 points. Jamal Mashburn has tied a career high with 14 rebounds. He got 14 against Miami on December 20th, and that was a win. And he's got his 14th double-double of the season. 26th game of 20 or better. And Greg Foster gets his first tour of duty. Chance to take advantage. Mashburn with the steal. 3-on-2 break with Davis in the middle. Mashburn twists and hits. Jamal Mashburn with 22, and the Hornets cut it to 2 again.
Unforced error, but Kobe Bryant not handling the ball well. That's what led to the break.
Grant at the top of the floor. Chance to make hay while Shaq's in the bay, so to speak. Ryder on the wing. His shot goes. Big basket by Isaiah Ryder. He's got 10.
5 of 11 shooting has really given them some nice minutes in the replacing Ron Harper in the starting lineup.
81-77. Lakers in the lead. Here comes Campbell with a quick flip over Foster. He'll score at will as long as Shaq is out. 81-79.
That's great recognition, Steve. Sometimes teams, you don't realize the guy isn't in there. You're playing with that mindset. Eldon Campbell just turned and went right at the rim.
Here's Kobe Bryant. No field goals in the second half yet. Ryder from the wing. P.J. Brown boards the miss. Hornets can tie this time down. Here comes Wesley for 3 in the lead. No. Rebound. Loose ball foul on Baron Davis. That's his first. Team's first. Eldridge Kastner getting set to check in now for the Hornets. And he's in for Baron Davis. He had a 3-pointer in the first half. On AutoZone scoreboard. Sixers taking care of business at home. So are the Knicks. And Orlando. Could be their 7th straight win. Here's Kobe Bryant on the move. Horace Grant taps the miss. The rebound lost by Campbell on the baseline. It's going to be LA ball with a 2-point lead. Tim James checking in. And Eldon Campbell checks out. Paul Silas says we'll save our big men for their big men. Tyronn Lue comes in, and Brian Shaw heads to the bench for the Lakers.
So 2 unconventional lineups out there for both teams.
Ryder almost out of options to Kobe Bryant. Guarded by Mashburn. Now battling the post, and a foul coming up on David Wesley. And that will be 4 on David.
And so, you look at David Wesley really struggling from the floor, 2 of 15, but he has expended a lot of energy on the defensive end of the floor, whether it's J.R. Ryder or
Kobe
Bryant. I mean, it's, you leave it down there and it takes a lot out of your legs.
Here comes Kobe back the other way. Rick Kastner sent to the floor, but the pass is astray of Tyronn Lue.
That was a great ploy by Rick Kastner, falling down and trying that pass in and making the turnover.
Well, it's just like Eldridge drew it up. That's what those Washington guys do.
That's right.
He's a Husky through and through. Wesley at the top of the floor to Tim James. Hornets trying to tie it up here. Brown looks to the post to Mashburn for the tie. No. And a foul coming up on Kobe Bryant, I believe. And that's going to be 2 on Bryant. And picked up a foul since the first play of this game. He got an offensive foul right off the tip.
Well, and they're really, again, it was Mash made a nice play to really quickly get into his move. They tried to double team with Grant coming across the lane, so it was a bit of a bailout by Kobe Bryant on that play.
23 points for Jamal Mashburn, who hits from the free throw line and pulls the Hornets to within 1. 6:08 remaining here at the High. Full house, 19,000 plus enjoying this one.
And he has had a big 4th quarter. Jamal Mashburn coming in and lifting this team up.
24 points for Mash, 8 this 4th quarter, and it's just halfway through. Charlotte has tied it again at 81. Kobe Bryant on the wing, and the crowd starting to get into this one again. Bryant to Ryder. Guarded by Wesley, who's got 4. Ryder on his way. The leaner goes. This is a young man who, despite his troubles, can really score the basketball.
This is where there are no troubles for him out on the floor.
Nope.
And he's out playing, and he leaves all that other stuff behind.
Tim James was open for his second, but didn't handle the pass. 3 ball. Mashburn doesn't go. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rick Kastner. Timeout on the court with 5:32 left to play here in the 4th. The Lakers holding on to a 2-point lead.
Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View presents Director's Theater.
As childhood friends, they were inseparable. As adults, one got left behind. Meet Chuck and Buck. Just how easily can an innocent friendship turn into a fierce obsession?
Get out, now. Tormented by his modern lifestyle and his guilt for having abandoned his family, Da Ming is forced to decide which world is worth losing forever. The widely acclaimed Shower defines us by the choices we make.
2-time Academy Award nominee Emily Watson is Trixie.
Somebody could get killed here and die.
Armed with nothing but her unique sense of logic, she's determined to find the truth.
A gambling tyrant joins a young boy on his quest. Kikujiro. From the director of Fireworks comes a magical story of friendship.
A club spinner, a pussycat, an alternative reality freak, a genius. clean salesman and a clerk. Real people, real friends, real weekend. Human traffic.
Director's Theater, exclusively yours on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View, only on Direct TV.
The place to be for talking hoops is the NBA Beat, presented by Sportsline.com.
We've got one heck of a show lined up.
The interactive talk show telecast live from the NBA store on NBA.com TV. Call 866-NBA-7674 or log on to NBA.com to voice your opinion and get feedback from those inside the game.
Ray Allen, our guest here on the NBA Beat. Ray, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ron.
Get in on the pulse of the league with the NBA Beat, presented by Sportsline.com.
Lakers by 2, 5.5 left to play in the fourth quarter, and our fourth qualifier in the Blizzard of Cash contest. Jeff Gray of Charlotte has 10 minutes to call. Toll free 1-866-466-4846. And tomorrow night, of course, if he does that, he'll win $1,000. Be sure to tune in to the Hornets-Bucks game tomorrow night at 8:30 as we'll continue our Blizzard of Cash. Jerry Valancourt set the stage here for us after that timeout.
Defensively, are going to keep extending the pressure. Coming back the other way, Paul Silas says they still want to push, cross on the baseline. Eddie Robinson will get the first call offensively. They didn't like that last shot Jamal Mashburn took. They thought they could have gotten a better one. Back to you guys.
Saw the bench graphic. Hornets 19-2, and Eddie Robinson leading the way with 10. Kobe Bryant down inside now to Shaq. Campbell's back in the game. Passes out of the double. Swing to the top to Ryder for 3. No. Rebound comes away to Rick Hasner, and the Hornets have a chance to tie once again.
Once again, good rotation. More importantly, they had two guys sealed on Shaquille O'Neal inside, so he could not get on the offensive glass.
Into the corner, Rick Hasner for 3. The ball rebounded by O'Neal. That was for the lead. Under 5 to play now.
Yeah, Charlotte's not been able to get over that hump. How many shots have they had in this quarter to take the lead and have not knocked them down?
They've only tied it once on free throws. Kobe Bryant masterfully held at bay by this Hornets team, and a foul coming up on Charlotte. If it's Campbell, it'll be his 5th. It is. 5 on Campbell, blocking Grant from behind, and Horace goes to the line. Let's look at it.
That's the double team at Kobe Bryant at 6'8", able to see inside, and Horace Grant did a better job of flashing to the open spot.
So Grant gets a pair as Eldon faces the DQ possibly. Only Grant's 3rd point of the night. It's a 3-point LA lead. Charlotte lost by 6 in Los Angeles on February 2nd.
And it was a fourth quarter flameout. They played well. I mean, they've gotten back into this game, but in that first game, only 15 points in the fourth period. We're right in it. It just could not close.
And now they've got 14 points in this fourth quarter with 4:31 left to play, but they're 4 down. Campbell in the post. Turns. Better get his points now. Twists, fires, shot no good, but a foul on O'Neal. That'll be 3. That's the 3rd team foul now on Los Angeles. That's 4 on O'Neal. 4 on O'Neal, and Campbell to the free throw line. Mashburn and Wesley getting set to check back into the Charlotte line.
You know, it's amazing, Steve. And we get the sense here in the building that the crowd is kind of sitting back. It's a 4-point ball game with 4 minutes to go, and it just feels like the air has been let out of the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange feeling. Robinson and Rick Hasner come back out. It's like we got a bunch of people who've never been here before, you know?
What do we do?
It's 4:22. Make some noise. Campbell misses them both. Ryder on the miss. And congratulations to Jeff Gray of Charlotte, winner of $1,000 just for registering and playing our Blizzard of Cash. We'll play again tomorrow night 4 times. $1,000 to throw. Ooh, at the top. Posted up as Bryant. There's the double, the swing into O'Neal, and a whistle and a foul coming up. And it's going to be on P.J. Brown. That's 2 on P.J.
Yeah, he's got a few to waste. He can play with some of those. You'll see him as the double team guy on Bryant in the post or going into Shaquille O'Neal. 1 more and the Lakers will be in the penalty.
85-81. There's O'Neal, or rather Bryant on the wing. O'Neal setting the screen. Lou gets Davis airborne. 5 on the shot clock for Ryder. Back to Lou in the corner. He'll have to finish, and does. Tyronn Lue with a big basket there as the shot clock was on his back. 87-81 Lakers.
6-0 run, and that was a spectacular shot. P.J. Brown right in his grill.
Here's Campbell in the post. Backing in. Drop step up and under. Baron Davis gets involved in the tip but can't make it go down. Here comes Bryant. Ahead for O'Neal. O'Neal doesn't finish. Mashburn on the miss, but a foul going in. And it's going to be on David Wesley, and he has picked up 5.
There could be 3 big possessions right there in a row. I mean, Tyronn Lue, the bailout shot down this end, a couple of missed opportunities right inside, and 2 free throws here.
And there's the free throw story. Hornets have missed 7 tonight.
And actually, the Lakers overperforming. They are 27th in the league in free throw percentage, mostly because of this man right here. But he has been fairly strong tonight. 8 of 12 for Shaquille O'Neal. 34
points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. His 30th double-double of the season.
Kobe Bryant only 1 point this half.
That's amazing. 35 for O'Neal. The lead is now back up to 8. 3.5 to play. Still time for the Hornets to get a run going. Davis now. Doubled. Swing to Mashburn for the shot. Got it. Mashburn heating up here in the 4th. 26 points. 89-83. Mashburn 10 of 24 on the night. Lue to Bryant. To O'Neal. O'Neal on Brown. Looking down with his 37th point. He missed the first between these two. He's making up for it tonight. Mashburn.
You can see all the other parts of his game elevating with his involvement in the offense.
O'Neal with the block, his 5th of the night, and probably his most spectacular as Mashburn was looking for the underhand.
Welcome to America Online, new version 6.0. The easiest just got even easier.
You just plug it in and you go.
With 6.0, all the best features are even better.
You've got mail.
Customer service is always there to help. Parental controls help safeguard our kids.
Nobody else has all these features.
It keeps me closer to my family and friends.
There's never been a better time to join.
6.0 is the best AOL ever.
America Online, new version 6.0. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1. Call 1-800-4online now.
He is a legend in the twilight of his career. A marksman, always aiming to take down his opponents. Now, at age 35, can Reggie Miller draw upon his veteran leadership and bring the newer, younger breed of Pacers out of the shadows and into the light?
This month under Rec Ticket pay-per-view under Rec TV.
Hornets trail by 8 with 2:37 left to play. This is a big back-to-back for Charlotte because tomorrow night they head to Milwaukee and play the Bucks, and you'll see that on many of these same stations. Game time 8:30, and remember, we'll play our Blizzard of Cash one more time with 4 possible winners of $1,000 each. Milwaukee and Charlotte, Central Division battle going on in Milwaukee tomorrow night. And of course, the Hornets and Bucks are tied at 1-all in that season series with 2 more to play.
That was after Milwaukee, a 2-9 start. And then George Karl got after his crowd in the press, and things turned around.
Baron Davis at the top. Now the left side of the floor gets around Ryder. And we got a whistle and a foul on Ryder, trying to prevent him from advancing. That is the 4th team foul now on Los Angeles. So the Hornets still not in the penalty yet. They will be soon.
And free throw shooting has let Charlotte down to a degree tonight. It's the only 13 of 23 in the game. So they've left a little bit on the table there.
Down by 8, missed 10. Davis as O'Neal on him. Campbell's got a smaller cover and Ryder picks up the foul. Campbell will go to the line for the penalty.
Got the switch that time in the two-man game. O'Neal had to go out on Baron Davis, who's walking back down the other end of the court. Walking over to the bench, going to have a little private huddle, but Eldon Campbell has to come up with these two.
Hornets have had their fourth quarter woes. Campbell hits. He's got his 15th double-double on the night, by the way, to maintain the team lead in that department. One more. Two big hits for Eldon Campbell. 12 for the game. The Hornets trail by 6 and time to come back. And the crowd mysteriously missing from this one. They're here in body, but they should be making some noise here. Grant to the top. Here's Ryder. Backs down on Wesley. Misses. Rebound Campbell. Here comes Davis. Now the crowd starts to build a little bit. E-Rob! Bring him to their feet.
Well, Paul Silas went small with Eddie Robinson instead of P.J. Brown, and that's the reason.
Pressure brought them back in the third from a 14-point deficit. Let's see what it does here in the final 2 minutes. Down by 4. Ryder into front court. Kobe Bryant on the wing. No field goal second half for Bryant. This could be his first. No. Wesley boards the miss. Hornets can close to 1 with a 3. Here comes Robinson for 2. No. Rebound to O'Neal.
You see down the other end, Steve, Kobe Bryant just chased J.R. Ryder out of the way.
Foul on Baron Davis, reaching behind Lou. And that is 2 on Davis. Team's over the limit, and Lou going to the free throw line for the penalty with 1:25 left to go. That's 3 on Davis.
That's Phil Jackson showing a lot of confidence in Lou, putting out there. Of course, Ron Harper not on the floor, and maybe feels like this is one true small point guard. I think we talk about who is missing. Derek Fisher is a big piece of this puzzle that's not there. He's going to be back in a little while, but we talked about people who weren't there from this team last year. I think he's a guy they really miss.
Tyronn Lue from Nebraska. Big miss on the free throw line. Keeps that door open. Brian Shaw coming into the ball game now. And Isaiah Ryder. Well, who's going to the sidelines? It's going to be Ryder, I think. Lou for one more. Makes it a 5-point lead. 92-87. Lou 1 out of 2. 1:23 to go. Here's Davis. Davis. Campbell baseline jumper. Good. 3-point lead.
That's solid. Let's see how L.A. reacts to the pressure.
Tyronn Lue in backcourt against the pressure. The Hornets trying to trap the ball. Shaw gets into the trap. Ball lost. Into the corner now goes to O'Neal. 12 on the shot clock. Lue will try to settle things down in the game's final minute. Kobe Bryant down to the baseline looking to score. What a basket! His first field goal of the second half, and what a basket for Kobe Bryant.
I thought he was dead in the water, Steve, behind the backboard. Pretty good defense on the play, but that is Kobe Bryant. It's that type of player. Doesn't matter how many he hasn't scored in the half. He is capable of this play with the left hand. Come on. That's too much.
Yeah, a lot of people say, well, the Hornets did indeed draft Kobe Bryant, but of course, Barron with a key free throw miss. They drafted Kobe Bryant, but they did it on the instruction of the Lakers. Kobe would never have played here, and his agent made that clear.
Well, and they got Vlade Divac at the time too, so you make that deal.
Missed them both. We got a foul lane violation. Barron in too early. It's L.A. ball.
Yeah, see, he has to wait until the ball hits the rim to get past the free throw line.
And that brings the air out of the crowd here. They're standing, but for another reason now. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 46 seconds to go in the ball game. And L.A. now with a key possession here, up by 5. Still a 2-possession game. Hornets just have to play good D. They don't need the foul here. Here's Grant underneath with a dunk. That could pretty much do it. Grant for 6. It's 96-89. And the Lakers are a half-minute away from a sweep of the Hornets. Charlotte now 7 points down and headed for a timeout. Timeout on the court. 31.3 seconds left to go. And the Lakers up by 7.
From the outer edge of the nation, the Sacramento Kings have demanded the league's attention. With the young rebel, brilliant yet unpredictable, and the remarkable flair of a two-time All-Star, it is not a question of whether they have the talent to take the next step, but rather when.
Henry Manning, master thief, ultimate con artist.
Looking for a little action.
We hit the armored car.
Take it with the beginning of this shift. Time.
9 minutes.
Let's get going.
Take a ride with a legend.
Drop everything. Hands on the truck.
I'm looking for a friend of mine.
Paul Newman.
What took you so long?
Where the money is.
You haven't lived till you've heard someone say that to you.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV.
Lakers 96, Hornets 89 with 31.3 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Hornets will have it back, but Shaquille O'Neal's our Budweiser player of the game. 37 points, 11 rebounds, his 30th double-double of the season, and 5 block shots. O'Neal was a one-man wrecking crew in the second half on the Hornets this evening.
Well, Steve, you're talking, he's the player of the game, but you got a guy in his team that has a triple-double.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant has 23 points, that last shot, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and Baron Davis, the guy right there, he is 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double himself.
But like the Hornets, almost out of time to do so. Robinson getting ready to inbound, finds Mashburn. Mashburn steps up, tries the 3. No. Campbell kicks out. Wesley will try a 3. Yes. 96-92. 4-point lead. Now they say it's a 2. 96-91. We got a timeout called by LA now. Talk things over. So we'll take it with them. 22.9 seconds left to go. It's a 20-second timeout. So we'll stay right here.
Well, you know, Steve, it comes back to, and you listen to your call, how many times did Charlotte have that basket to go ahead or to tie, and they were never able to knock that down? I think psychologically that just wears on you over the course of a quarter.
Second career triple-double, and the second this season for Kobe Bryant. 23, 10, and 10, but only 2 points in the second, actually 3 points in the second half.
None more spectacular than that last block, and Jamal Mashburn right there, pretty good game, career high, tying 14 rebounds to go with 26 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals.
So the Lakers will have the ball, and they'll spot it at midcourt with 22.9 seconds left to go and up by 5.
And you know, you laid it out, Steve. They're in 5th place in the Western Conference right now. They're only 4.5 games back, though, from the top. Interesting to see how this works out over the last 30 games of the season.
Now between them and Minnesota, or rather Portland, Sacramento, San Antonio, foul on Eddie Robinson.
All those teams are really bunched together, and there's going to be a lot of jockeying over the course of the end of the regular season.
No question. In the meantime, Philadelphia is kind of running away with the East, and everybody's trying to play to see who's going to get into second place. And the Hornets very much figure into that. If they can take the Central Division title, they'll be in second place for the first round of the playoffs. Bryant hits the free throw. 24 points for Kobe Bryant. 6-point LA lead, 2-possession lead with 22.1 seconds left to go. And one more for this sensational star from Marion, Pennsylvania. He gets the free throw, and Charlotte will call yet another timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 22 seconds left to go. LA by 7.
The place to be for talking hoops is the NBA Beat, presented by Sportsline.com.
We've got one heck of a show lined up.
The interactive talk show telecast live from the NBA store on NBA.com TV. Call 866-NBA-7674 or log on to NBA.com to voice your opinion and get feedback from those inside the game.
Ray Allen, our guest here on the NBA Beat. Ray, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ron.
Get in on the pulse of the league with the NBA Beat, presented by Sportsline.com.
Ambassador Jung Si-woo.
for a spy who's been betrayed. There are lines to be crossed. I've been set up, rules to break. Who is this man? And a reason to fight back. Wesley Snipes.
What goes around, comes around.
The Art of War.
This month on Direct Ticket Pay-Per-View on DirecTV.
Fan shop for groceries.
Lakers lead the Hornets by 7, 22 seconds left to go. Next home game for the Hornets is actually a week from yesterday. Next Thursday, February 22nd, the Hornets host the Golden State Warriors. Antoine Jamison comes home. Game time 7:30. Tickets start at just $9 and they're available at the Coliseum box office, Ticketmaster, or by phone at 1-800-4NBA-TICKS.
That starts a 4-game homestand, something Charlotte hasn't had this year. The longest they've had is 2 games, believe it or not, this late into the season.
Included in that homestand, Philadelphia, Indiana, and New Jersey. 98-91, Hornets get it at midcourt. They need threes, and they need them in a hurry. Mashburn angles for one. It's short. O'Neal with a rebound. And that pretty much will do it. There's a foul in backcourt on David Wesley. That'll put O'Neal on the line. So 16 seconds remaining. But the verdict is pretty much in. The Lakers are going to get their 33rd win of the season. The Hornets will suffer their 9th loss at home. And it ends a brief little 2-game win streak. And you kind of wonder what could have been for the Hornets had Derek Coleman not strained the calf muscle. When he went out, it was 46-33 in the second quarter.
Well, and that combined with the 3rd foul of Eldon Campbell, and it turned a buffer into a game all of a sudden. Because their lead evaporated at that point. LA had momentum going into the halftime. It was a completely different ball game from then on.
It went from a 46-33 game to a 49-47 Laker lead at halftime. O'Neal with the rare miss. Jamal Magloire did his best. For Phil Jackson, it's yet another win. This will be 645 in a storied career. 11 years with the Bulls, and now in his 2nd year with Los Angeles. A pair of misses at the wrong moment. Mashburn now snaps the record, his own personal record for rebounds with 15. O'Neal with the steal and the foul by Mashburn with 8.2 left. So O'Neal going to the free throw line.
Yeah, and maybe O'Neal makes a case, Steve. If you look at him and the game he's had, he's the leading scorer tonight. You know, Kobe Bryant, guys should be happy with the triple-double and what he's done on the floor, but it just seemed like the more touches that O'Neal has, the basket opened up for him, and the other parts of his game elevated as well. The rebounds, the defense.
And you can't discount the help from Rick Fox and Isaiah Ryder tonight either. I mean, Ryder had 12. Fox came in with 13. And the supporting cast came in and did a pretty good job tonight when they were needed in the 3rd quarter. So O'Neal with 38. 6 seconds to play. The Lakers are going to win this one. Baron Davis tries to change the outcome here, or at least the final result. He hits the 3. That's his 3rd of the night. He has 22 on the evening, but it doesn't stop the inevitable. A Laker win over the Hornets, allowing them to sweep the season series. 99-94 will be the final. Shaquille O'Neal with 38, Kobe Bryant with 23, and the Hornets led by Baron Davis and Jamal Mashburn.